Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd share with you some of our favourite food. Probably about 2 years ago now, I'm sorry if you already know this, I gave up sugar and processed food and since then we've been eating a much more organic diet. So currently we don't really buy anything like biscuits or crisps or anything like that. We don't bring that into the house. I don't mind if Ted has it when he's out of the house, but it doesn't tend to come in too much, only on a special occasion or something like that. So I've been making a lot more of the foods that we like to eat. So I've been making biscuits and cakes and things. All of my recipes are on my blog www.foodfamilyandfunak.com, and there are some great recipes on there, so please go there and check that out. But I thought I'd share with you some of the foods I like to use to make the things that I make on my blog, and also some of the foods I buy in for Ted that are probably still organic but aren't really too highly processed, if you know what I mean. So, and I told my husband last night that I was going to make this video, and he said, you have to include some of the foods I like as well. So this one's for Howard, because I can't really eat this. I've got a slight gluten intolerance, so I can't really eat this, but this is the Meridian yeast extract. We buy this from Holland & Barrett. It is quite expensive, but if you get it when it's on offer, so if you buy, I think it's like 2, you get one for a penny or something, so it works out. Oh no, I don't know, actually buy one get one half price, I think it might be. So Holland & Barrett, for anyone who's watching in the US, is a health food store, and this yeast extract is actually sugar-free. It's not sugar-free, salt-free. This is salt-free, and this is why he likes it so much, I think. So this is a good one if you're trying to cut down on your salt intake, but you still want your yeast extract. It's like Marmite and Vegemite, so if you know what those products are, you'll know what I'm talking about. You either love it or you hate it. And then the next product that we all love is our Kirkland maple syrup. Now I know Kirkland is actually a Costco brand, but we buy this on Amazon, strangely, and it's normally sold through a seller, and we buy it in big things like this because we do have this a lot. And I use this in cakes instead of sugar. I also use it in biscuits as well. I have used it in a chili or two as well before. And we have it on pancakes or French toast. If we don't have honey, we have either maple syrup or honey. And that leads me nicely into, we always have a bit of local honey in the cupboard. My son, unfortunately, has a very sweet tooth, and he does love his sugars. I've tried to cut back a lot. I try not to give him too much of this because I realise it is still a sugar, so it still can be quite harmful, but he does like his local honey, and it does have some good antibacterial qualities to it. So if you've got a cough or a cold, it's really good to get some local honey. Don't buy the stuff in the supermarket because it's a mix of honeys. Get one that's a local honey because it will be one honey, and it'll be really good for clearing your throat and your sore throat and your cold and your cough and stuff as well. So that's really good for that. And then we also, I shall move on to Ted's things, I think. I buy Ted these. These are organics. Rice crackers. These are meant for 7 months plus, but they are so little and so handy to have with a toddler, a little 3-year-old around. And he often wants a snack, probably about mid-morning and mid-afternoon. So these are perfect for snack time, I find. They are organic. They do have a little bit of a coating on the top of apple juice concentrate, but there's nothing too harmful in these either, which is why I really like giving them these. And then the next product I have are bear rolls. Now, if you've watched my evening routine, you will have seen that we give Ted these in the evening. If he does well all of his meals, so that's normally breakfast, lunch and dinner, he will receive 2 of these. So he normally has a packet of bear rolls and a packet of bear claws, but we've actually run out of bear claws. So I've only got the bear rolls at the moment. I think they're called bear rolls, I'm not too sure, but anyway. So that's what we give him in the evening if he's been good at all of his meals. So that's his little treat. And then we have these are Cashew Press apple and mango. I did a video called What I Put in My Son's Lunchbox 3+. He normally has one of these in his lunch. He has an apple and mango, and they do a apple and pear, I think, as well. He really likes these. They are only 60% fruit juice and there's 40% water in them. And there's no added sugars and no chemical nasties in there either as well. So that's why we really like giving him those. And then there's something called Naked in this country. I don't know if you have this in America. These are called Posh Bites. So they are literally just little, I think they've got dates, cashews, raisins, cocoa, rice flour and mandarin. So these are Posh Bites, they're cocoa mandarin flavour, and they're just little bites, like bite-sized pieces. They're really good for energy and things. I occasionally have these as well, because these are, I think they are gluten-free. So I occasionally have some of these as well, but I give these to Ted after swimming, because they're really good for giving him a bit of energy back, because you lose a lot of energy when you're swimming, especially Ted as well. And then we also love to have popcorn in this house. Unfortunately, I can't eat it, but the boys love it. So on a Saturday afternoon, their like treat meal is a cheese and pickles sandwich with a bowl of popcorn. I make it with the maple syrup and coconut oil, and I put cayenne pepper and cinnamon in it. That recipe is on my blog as well. I think it's called Spicy Popcorn or something. I will try and link it down below for you. But we buy popping corn instead of the stuff in the bags, and we make it up ourselves. It's really quick and really easy and really simple to make popcorn, so we love having that. And then I also keep a lot of nuts and dried fruits in the house. Nuts. And sorry, makes me giggle, that word. And I keep them now in glass jars as well, so I try to take them out of the packets. I had a hair test done recently, or probably, actually it might have been last year now, and it said in there that I wasn't so great on almonds and walnuts and things, but I was much better on pecans, cashews and Brazil nuts. So I tend to eat a lot more cashews and Brazil nuts now. Brazil nuts are actually really good if you're trying to lose weight as well. They're a very good nut if you're trying to lose weight, because they're quite filling, and I think they've got some sort of chemical in them that helps you to lose weight. And I think that's the same with pecans as well. And then I keep a lot of cashews, as you can see in this jar. I love cashews. And that leads me nicely onto the fact that we have this cashew nut paste. Now I buy this in bulk from Amazon. It's from a company called the RealFoodSource company. They're a great company. They sell all sorts of healthy foods and stuff. And we have this because I tend to use this in a lot of cakes and biscuits. I haven't used it so much in savoury foods, but I find it's a really good replacement for like butter and margarine and egg. It helps to bind the cake or the biscuit together. What I use with this is coconut oil and maple syrup, and I mix it all up in a pan, and that's like my thing that glues the cake together. It's not as, the cake isn't as like spongy as a normal cake with egg, milk and butter would be, and it is a lot more crumbly, but they still taste nice, and they're a lot more dense as well with this sort of thing in, but they still taste yummy. So we have a lot of cashew nut paste. The reason I use cashew nut paste as well is because it's not been roasted. So cashew nut butter and peanut butter and things, the nuts will have been roasted before they would have then been made into a butter. But the thing with cashew nut paste is it's not been roasted, so you still get a lot of the nutrients left in the nuts, in the paste. So you've got, and then I also bake it as well, so then that removes some of the nutrients as well when you cook it. So that's why I always like to use the cashew nut paste if I can, rather than the butter, because the butter's been roasted and the paste hasn't, so the nutrients will remain. And then coconut oil. We also buy this from the RealFoodSource. We buy it from Amazon. We love a bit of coconut oil in this house. I normally use it to make sweet potato fries with. We use it for pancakes. We also use an olive oil that I buy from our local farm shop, which is organic. I can't remember the name of it right now. I haven't got it here, unfortunately. But we normally use that or coconut oil to cook with. So that, and we always buy that in bulk, and it's great value on Amazon as well. So that's the coconut oil. And then, as I said, we also like to have dates and prunes in the house as well, and apricots as well. I like to buy the So Organic ones from Sainsbury's. These are just in a bag, and we normally just keep them in the fridge. They're just a handy little snack if we get peckish in between meals or anything. And they're also a good treat at the end of a meal as well. And Ted seems to have really liked eating these as well, and Howard now as well. I buy these things thinking, oh, it's only me that's going to eat them, and then everybody else wants them. Such is life, eh? And then we also buy dates. We buy these from our local farm shop. Last time we went in there, we found a big box of them for about $7.99. So we bought a big box of them, and these last us such a long time as well. And these are a handy snack as well. My husband says they're like having his toffees back. If you leave them in the fridge, they become quite chewy like a toffee. So he loves them because I think he does actually miss his toffees sometimes, even though he doesn't admit it. So, and then I also use date syrup as well. I probably use this more in a chilli than I do the maple syrup. I just find it tends to be less sweet than the maple syrup, but still sweet enough for a chilli. Or have I used it in anything else? No, I think I only use it in a chilli. So that's the date syrup. And then we also have porridge oats as well. I buy the gluten-free porridge oats, and this is the stuff I use instead of flour now. So what I'll do now is I normally grind it up before I put it into a pancake mix, or I use it in a cake as well. I also like to use chickpea flour as well. Chickpea flour is great for a cake. It's also great for thickening things as well. Excuse me. I also use brown rice flour as well. But I find the thing with brown rice flour is it's very grainy, so it doesn't dissolve as well. So the porridge oats are much better in a cake or in a biscuit or something. So we use a lot of porridge oats in this house, and we do love a bowl of porridge in the morning as well, Ted and I, and Howard. And then finally, as I said earlier, I'm gluten intolerant. I don't think I have an allergy to it. I think I can eat it occasionally, but it does something to my stomach. Like if I eat whole meal flour, that really does something to my stomach. So I've had to stay off it for a while. But we found gluten-free brown rice pasta, and this is by Dove's. It's a lot more expensive than the stuff you'd buy in the supermarket, but we really enjoy this. And it tastes just like pasta as well, to be honest. There's nothing really different about it. Don't ask me how they've moulded it into pasta, I have no idea, but it takes 9 minutes to cook, so it's quick cooking and it's delicious as well. So that is all of our food. So that's the foods we love to eat in this house, and that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below. And while you're giving me a big thumbs up and some comments below, don't forget to subscribe. See you all soon. Bye.